What's going on, everyone? We are back today with Queen Bee RL, the one and only Queen Bee. She is a grand champion with right around 2,400 hours, and in her free time of taking care of 2 dogs, she also does quite a bit of streaming and is bringing back her YouTube channel. Queen Bee, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm ready to do this with you. Thanks for coming on. Let's jump into some questions. Number 1. This is used to what I used to end on. Number 1, what is your biggest strength in Rocket League?
Being a team player. A lot of people, they think once they hit Grand Champ that, oh, I can carry everybody. However, that is not how the game is played. If you're playing a 3s match or even a 2s match, it is still a team game no matter what. So staying away from greed and being able to recognize and have awareness on the field is very crucial.
I like it. Flip side of that question, number 2, though, is what is your biggest weakness?
Oh, goodness. Adapting. I do a lot of solo queuing. So I get random teammates, obviously, and the skill gap is very just broad. I don't know who I have from 1 minute to the next. I don't know their abilities, and I have to adapt to that as quickly as possible. But sometimes it does not happen. I fail, but I also succeed, and I'm working on it.
You're doing something right within the Grand Champ range. When you start playing Rocket League, do you warm up?
Absolutely. I warm up for about, if I'm not streaming, if it's just me actually going to go on a grind, I warm up for about 2 hours.
Wow, that is a chunk of time.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like specific? Like, is it like packs? Is it workshops?
I do workshops, I do free play, and I do training packs. I specifically work on dribbling and controlling the ball, keeping it to my body, on the car, obviously. And then I work on my aerials to make sure that I'm striking, and everything that I am trying to hit in a training pack, I want 60 miles per hour and above, without touching the ground. If it touches the ground, or if it's low on miles per hour, I redo, and redo.
I am so nervous to be playing with you right now. Question number 4. When you started out playing Rocket League, what is one thing that you wish you knew now?
Camera settings. When I first started playing Rocket League, I actually started playing it very noobish. I did not try anything. I left it how it was. And I played with card cam on and for like days. This wasn't like a little thing. It was like for days. And it took me nearly a year to change my camera settings.
Anyone who has camera shake on right now, please go turn that off. Question number 5. Queen Bee, what got you into Rocket League, and then what made you stay?
I am very competitive when it comes to gaming. I started gaming on like Super Nintendo whenever I was a young girl. I was about 3. And then I kind of stuck with it. Later, whenever PS4 came out, PS3, PS4, I started platinuming games just because I wanted the challenge to play it on the hardest mode. And then my friend got me into Rocket League. And what I liked about it is I could not conquer Rocket League. There's always somebody better than you. So I stuck with it because it's always going to be a challenge for me. I'll never leave.
Damn you, Scrub Killa. I agree completely. Let's talk style though. How do you play? How do you like to play?
I like to play really fast and aggressive. However, on the flip side of that, I also like to make people think, well, what is she gonna do now? Because I like to change it up. I can be very aggressive and I can dunk you and stuff you and make quick plays, but I can also slow it down and make you think, okay, what the fuck was that? Like, why is she doing this? It's very versatile.
I like it. That's probably, I mean, hey, who am I to say? But I think that's one of, if not the best way to play. We're moving along, though. Question number 7. This is going to kind of talk about you as a player. You hit Grand Champ in Season 9 for the first time, I believe, which was over a year ago. What keeps you playing now?
I am right now making my push into the competitive side of Rocket League, more of on a professional side. So I will not stop until my dreams come true. My family is very hard on me. They wanted me to do great things, you know, education and a career, which I've done all those things. Now it's time to do what I want to do, and gaming is one of my biggest outlets in life for me to be me.
An inspiration to us all. Speaking of playing competitive Rocket League, what is the most challenging part of being in the competitive scene?
There's a lot of good talent out there, and I'm behind everybody. I've only been playing Rocket League for 3 years. I did not play SARP. I don't have any prior experience at all. As I grow and become better at the game, the people who have already been amazing at the game are going to continue to be amazing. So the competition is very high.
Damn you, Justin. I'm just gonna keep naming pros.
Facts.
So talking about your job as a streamer, what is the best part of streaming? And then part 2 of that is, what's the best part of your community? Because it is massive.
It is. And I absolutely love my community. Shout out to you all. I love you so much. You're amazing. You're the reason why I'm still here. My community allows me to be me. I don't have to be professional as far as it comes to my career, IRL. For my actual career, I have to be professional, no cursing, no nothing. 100% just professional woman. However, with my community, they allow me to be me. And that's something that I've never had at all. So I appreciate them more than they could ever know.
Shout out to you, Queen Bee community. Now, question number 10. We flew through these, and I'm so very happy about that. But this is where you can only choose one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to end right here. Mechanics or positioning?
Positioning.
Why?
All day. Mechanics can get you far, but if you're not in the right place to use your mechanics, then what's the fucking point?
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Positioning is what reigns supreme for Queen Bee. Say that 10 times fast. Next time you and I are talking, it's 1 second for everyone else, but for us, it's going to be a little bit. We're going to be checking out some key moments. Do you think you're going to be ready to watch some gameplay back and kind of talk about what you're seeing yourself do?
Absolutely. I always critique myself anyway, so.
Perfect. Coming from a coacher, ready to talk about her own decisions. Let's jump into that right now.
Close. You got that? You're fucking amazing.
Queen Bee, we are back. It's time to watch some key moments. How excited are you to watch everything that's about to go down?
I'm ready. Ready to see my mistakes.
Fantastic. Hey, I'm right here. You're going to watch your teammate make a mistake with only 12 boost. I'm going to say you made far less mistakes than he did. But we're not here about him right now. We're here about you. Key moment number 1 in this game happens about a minute and a half from here. So before we jump into that, I'm just going to ask more general questions. Number 1 being, how often do you watch your own replays back?
Every day.
Okay. Now, how much time do you devote to watching replays back?
Depends on how many I'm losing. That's 6 or 7 a day.
Okay. Now, what do you think is the most beneficial part of watching your own replays back?
Because I watch the ones mostly of me losing to a better team, I like to watch their perspective to see what makes them tick, see the angles that they are going for, so I can start defending those or start doing them.
Okay. That's fantastic. We're going to see a great save right here. Fantastic rotation there in goal. It's talking about rotation, but on a larger sense, you do a little bit of coaching in your spare time. We've mentioned that. What's the best part of watching replays back from a coaching standpoint?
Boost management. It also helps me as well because I can notice things that I can do to have better boost management, but I also like to point out of how much boost a player is wasting and how much time they spend grabbing boost instead of making play on the ball.
Okay. So episode 1 from the season, I worked with I Just Wanted Tom, who has his own podcast. He talks about boost management non-stop, and I think that's great to hear from a GC as well. Key moment number 1 coming up here 5 seconds away. You even called this one out, so let's talk about it right here. Ball's coming in. I want to know what's going through your mind, Queen Bee RL, right now.
In this moment, I hit these all the time in training, and I hit them all day. I put a lot of practice into them because they are hard to defend. This one necessarily is not the hardest to defend, but I knew that I was confident in to pop it and double tap it. I knew exactly what I was going to do just because the ball is rolling clearly on the ground, no bounce, and directly to me.
This first touch is incredible. I'm gonna play it out and then walk me through it. Just like you're literally like, I'm nailing this. I've got it, no problem. I want to hear it in replay right now.
Give him the ball with a small touch, grab a baby touch, and then hit it off the backboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, my arms are out wide. That is perfection right there. Would you change anything about that? How happy are you?
I'm very happy. The only thing that I would have changed, I'm trying to make them higher. I hit the ball a little too low, put it just above the crossbar, and I would like to have been much higher above the crossbar because it's harder to defend at my rank at that level.
There is always something to work on. So,
yes.
Key moment number 2, we're jumping into it right now. I'm going to ask you, what are you thinking in this situation? But I paused it a little early because I want you to take in the whole grand scheme of things. So right here, teammate's going to miss. You're coming in. Key moment.
Yes, I remember this. So what I was going for here, I was thinking too hard because I was thinking and trusting that you would touch the ball. Not saying you did anything wrong, but because you didn't.
I did something wrong. That's fair.
You're fine, and it was fine. It's our first game. We hadn't played together. I was expecting you to get a touch maybe into the corner, and then I was going to shoot. But because I had blacked out and I have terrible ADD, I had to think about what I was going to do, and I overshot my graze touch to hit it towards the net.
Okay, so this question is a gimme. It's, are you happy with the outcome? No one ever is, right?
No, absolutely not.
No, but I gotta ask. It's part of the series. Do you think, like, how much of it is your teammate missing? Like, feel free to roast your teammate right now. He's ready for it.
Don't ever blame your teammates. Don't ever blame your teammates. Okay, the thing is you can expect somebody to do something, but they are human too. They're going to make mistakes, okay? It is your job to have awareness and the ability to adapt to their play style and play at your very best. Me missing that graze touch was my fault. I had plenty of time. I rushed it because of my nervousness and my ADD. It has nothing to do with you.
I'm going to put you as a spokesperson for something, because what an amazing answer. Let's jump into key moment number 3. I got my arms up in the air again. I am way too Italian for my own good. I'm actually so crazy impressed with this moment. Now, that's a great save. They're going to get a goal from this. You're going to...
It's all my fault, though.
It happens. I don't blame you for going in one bit. But what's coming up right here? I'm hyping it up so much because I feel like I don't see this enough. So this ball is going to roll into the corner over here. And I want to know, right here, you're already jumping off the wall. What are you thinking in the corner?
I'm thinking that I only have 22 boosts. I'm thinking that I don't have anybody to fake. There's nobody here coming towards me to challenge. And I'm also thinking that I need to kind of get it into a position for me to make a play on the ball, to get it to the other side of the field. So I'm opting to jump early, but touch it lightly and still save boost, so I have enough boost to make a play on the ball.
You crushed it. I mean, that's the perfect answer. So I'm going to play this out. We're going to see the most gentle of touches. I have written down possession play. You're going to end up going for a 50-50. There's a little bit of a low dunk there. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to use that one more time. Like, how perfectly was that? Did that work out the best way possible?
For how the game was playing, yes. A little bit out of position. I shouldn't have went for boost. However, I felt confident that I could beat them and get back to the play. In my mind, I already had the feeling that they were going to rush and try to do a pass play.
Okay. I mean, I think the whole sequence was great, which is why I wanted to talk about it. Awesome. And just keeping that possession. Oh, we're so close on that one right there. Just keeping that possession, though, is so huge. And I mean, at the lower ranks, you see people give it away nonstop.
Right.
3 key moments in. I mean, this game happened, 50, not even 20, 25, 30 minutes ago for us. Can you guess the last, key moment number 4?
Your time to shine. Your time to shine.
We're gonna set it up with it was all a great pass from you.
It was all. The thing is I set up a possible play. You executed it flawlessly.
All right. Well, let's jump into it right here. That's a great save. Ball's going down. Your teammate also has low boost. He's gonna grab it in the corner. Right there. That ball just got flicked away. Did you hear your teammate next to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this
I
pass
very loud when I'm playing.
This pass was,
Intentional.
quote unquote calculated.
Yes.
All right. Now, before we jump into this decision, I'm going to say if you've watched the video up into this point, you probably know what's about to happen. But I'm going to ask, before we see the next 5 seconds in this game, are you happy with that decision to relinquish possession to your teammate?
Yes, because at my level of play, this is something where our teammates are going to realize that we have 5 seconds and we need to go all in to make a last-ditch effort. So yes, I'm very pleased with it.
We're going all in. Let's play this out. Ball's up. This SwasAye guy, I don't know about him. He is going to get it in. And thank you. Thank you. My confidence is through the roof right now. That's going to force overtime right there. That's going to lead to one more key moment. And then this key moment's going to be a little bit more interesting because of the natural reaction, I think. Another close one right there. Ball's out. Are you nervous at this point? Or, like, do you think, hey, we got this?
I'm not necessarily nervous for more than anything but the interview.
Okay.
I get in these situations all the time.
Okay. So this is it right here. This shot is about to come in. That's going to be a banger right there, off to the side. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're already boosting. This ball's off the wall. What are you thinking here?
So I'm slightly out of position here. However, the way that he hit the ball at the angle, I did not think that he would make it. I also trusted that you would be right where you are, and you are. Again, I'm out of position, but I'm going to regain possession. And I am boosting in case I need to make a quick play.
Okay, so that's exactly what you're about to do. You're going to make a quick play. This clear happened so fast. Is that just natural reactions taking over?
It is.
Okay. Now, are you happy with that decision?
No.
Why not?
No, I was out of position. I should not have been. I should have been back post.
Okay, and that's exactly why we're doing this, because sometimes things come off. That worked out pretty well, despite you being like, hey, maybe in hindsight, that could have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
From the first part of this game, that's the game winner right there. I'm pretty excited about it. You're pretty excited about it. Let's talk about some final questions, though. Number one, would you change anything from your gameplay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What exactly? Like, any suggestions or examples?
Adaptability, always. That will always is going to be something that I am going to continually work on. And my positioning, because again, it's hard for me to adapt, so therefore I start positioning poorly. And those are just things that I need to work on to gain more consistency on, because I have consistency in touching the ball, as you can see, and keeping possession. But I absolutely need to work on positioning, because I never run into, the same type of player or the same consistent player. So I'll always change something.
I'm going to say not bad for our first game together.
I think we did great. I'm not going to lie. Like, you were phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. After playing with you for a little bit, I was able to trust you much more. And that's ultimately what won the game, is you.
Okay. I appreciate that. Please put that on my tombstone. Queen Bee, question number 2. From this game, are you happy overall with the decisions that you made in the game?
Overall, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think I made the right decision.
All right. Other than missing that second double tap, is there anything that, decision-wise, you would have done a little bit differently?
Yeah, I almost gave away a goal towards the end whenever he hit it diagonally off our back wall. So, yeah, again, that one kind of gets me a little butthurt. But it worked out, but...
I personally, I thought it was a great clear. Like, I was ready for it, but I'm not upset about you taking the ball away from the corner. So there's some semantics there. Maybe in rotation, it could have been me. But hey, overtime, pressure's building. I'm not mad about it. Queen Bee, you were a phenomenal guest. But you have more going on than just this video, right?
Absolutely.
Please plug away everything that you have going on, because you are a fantastic person and incredible at Rocket League.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. So if you would like to follow me on Twitter, you can go to queenbee_RL, but it is Queen QUEENBEE_RL for Twitter. And then IG is also queenbee_RL, but without the 2 E's on B. You can also follow me on YouTube, Queen Bee RL. You can follow me pretty much anywhere if you just look up Queen Bee.
Yeah. One other thing, we talked about it earlier in the video. You do a good amount of streaming, and your community crushes it. I've stopped by a few times, and I don't even need to say anything. Like, it's just chat is constantly going. It's amazing to see. So shout out to your community as well. One more time, thank you so much for doing this. I'm going to give everyone my final thoughts, just 3 takeaways on this game, and then that'll be the end of the video. We'll be right back for those. Here we are at the end of this video, and this one flew by. Queen Bee, it was an absolute blast to do this with you. But let's jump into these final thoughts. The first one, adaptability. We hear Queen Bee talk about it over and over throughout the video, and it's important to note that no matter what you're doing in Rocket League, you'd always become a better teammate. You can adapt better. Number 2, Queen Bee talks about hitting double taps a few times throughout the video. We see her slam home one, and then a second one that just missed. But she puts in a ton of practice to hit those. If there's something that you want to do, make sure you get out, you practice all the time, and you'll start to feel that become more natural, come through. And then the final moment, which will be a bit of a bonus episode later this week, Queen Bee talked throughout the entire game. So I'm going to release that game footage and break it down a little bit from my end on what I was thinking and what was going down. So, last thing I'll say, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Do me a favor and start telling more people about this. I want more people to get better at Rocket League. So if they play, mention it to your friends. And then that leads into the last part of that right there. Comment down below. The last 2 videos, I've seen so many more comments. People are really starting to get involved within the key moments, and that is amazing to me to see. So thank you so much, and we'll see you for the next episode. Bye.